Testing. Alright. Hi, UFC 3-501-03N, Unified Facility Criteria, January 16th, 2004. Electrical Engineering Preliminary Consideration, Department of Defense, United States of America, Proof of Public Release, Distribution Unlimited. And then it goes over the changes, the forward. Alright, contents. Chapter 1, Purpose, Scope, Applicability, General Building Requirements, Safety, Fire Protection, Anti-Terrorism, Force Protection, References, Military Handbook 1004-1, May 1988. Alright, Chapter 1, Introduction. Purpose and Scope. The UFC, with the compromise of the two-section Chapter 1, introduced the UFC Unified Facility Criteria, provide the listing reference with the other tri-separate documents is closely related with the subject they contain with a full text copy of the previously released military handbook on the subject UFC. Serve the criteria until the specific time the full UFC develop the military handbook. Other short for the UFC provides the general criteria for the preliminary design consideration electrical engineering. Note that the document does not constitute the detailed technical design, maintenance, or operation manual as issued with the general guideline consideration associated with the design, economical, efficient, environmental, acceptable heating plans. 1-2 applicability. The UFC apply with the Navy service elements for the Navy contractor. Army service element should use the reference site with the paragraph 1-3 below. All other DoD agencies may use either document unless explicitly directed otherwise. 1-2-1 general per building requirements. All DoD facilities must comply with the UFC 1-200-01 design general building requirements, and any conflict occurs between the UFC and 1-200-01 requirements. UFC 1-200-01 take precedence. Safety. All DoD facilities must comply with the DoD Instruction 6055.1 and applicable Occupational Safety Hazard Administration OSHA safety and health standards. No, all Navy projects must comply with the Navy's Instruction 5123 series. Navy, the Occupational Safety Health Program Manual. The most recent publication of this series can be accessed for the Navy Facts Safety website, NavyFact, Navy.mil.safety/pub THM. Any conflict occurs between the UFC, the Navy is Instruction 5123 option of the requirements of Navy, the Instruction 5123 take precedence. 1-2-3 fire protection. All DoD facilities must comply with the USC 3-600-01 design, fire protection, engineering of facilities. Any of the conflicts occur between the USC 3-600-01 requirements of USC 3-600-01 take precedence. Anti-terrorism, force protection. All DoD facilities must comply with the USC 4-0-1001 design, DoD minimum anti-terrorism standard buildings. If any conflict occurs between the USC 4-0-1-0-0 requirements of UC 4-0-1-0-0-1 take precedence. 1-3 reference. The following tri-service publications have available information such as USC. When the full text USC is developed for this subject, applicable portions of these documents will be incorporated into the text. These designers encourage the access review of these documents as well as the reference inside appendix A Military Handbook 1004-1. U.S. Corps Engineering Command USA Publication Depot, attendant CEIMIMPD 280352. 52nd Avenue, Hyattsville, Maryland, 20781-1102-301-394-0081, fax 08841. Alright, you have your USA TM 683 Facility Engineering Electrical Interior Facilities 15th on December 1958. USA TM 5684 Facilities Engineering Electrical Exterior Facilities November 29, 1996. Alright, your Appendix A Military Handbook Electrical Engineering Preliminary Design Considerations. You know, I'm just going to continue reading. Alright, your Military Handbook Electrical Engineering Preliminary Design Consideration, Military Handbook 1004-1. Distribution Statement approved for public release. Distribution is unlimited. This handbook provided the basic design guidance for the proper selection of the electrical power source for the distribution system with the development with extensive re-evaluation of facilities presented for the use of the experienced architects and engineers. The contents cover the electrical primary power preliminary with the design considerations with the preliminary data is estimation level with the selection of electrical power source for the uninterpretable power source high. System design, installation, distribution system level, the distribution voltage, grounding of the distribution system, and the selection of the distribution system. Intentionally left blank. Alright, forward. This handbook has developed the evolution of the facilities and the shore establishment of the availability of the new material for the construction method, the selection of the best design practice for the Navy SEAL, the Navy Facility Engineering Command, the other government with the agency for the private sector. The handbook was preparing youth to do for the maximum extent feasible with the National Professional Society Association Institute, and with the deviation from the criteria for the discipline with the engineering design construction of the naval shore facility cannot be made without the prior approval of the Navy ENGCOM headquarters code 04. The design cannot remain static any more than the function for the service of the technology. The accordingly recommendation of the improvements of the encouraged should be furnished with the commanding officer, Chesapeake Division, Navy Facility, the Engineering Command Code 406, Washington Naval Yard, Washington, D.C. 20374 2120. 2121, telephone number 202-433-314. Handbook shall not be used for the reference document for the procurement of the facility construction. It is to be used for the purchase of the facility's engineering study for the design, final plan specifications, and cost estimates that do not reference to any military, federal specification or other procurement document. Alright, title. Preliminary Design Consideration 1. Power Distribution Systems 2. Switching Gear Relay 3. 4. Electrical Utilization Systems 4.05. 400 Hertz Medium Voltage Conversion Low Voltage System. Lightning Protection Wire Communication Signal System. Engineering Monitoring Control Systems. No. Design manuals when revived converted to the military handbook. The handbooks issued to provide immediate guidance for the user, however, that may not conform with the format requirements of the military handbook 1006-3 will be corrected on the next update. Alright, Contents 1. Section 1. Preliminary Scopes, Cancellation-related criteria, other government criteria for the success of other sources of the criteria, load data, and load analysis, terminology, demanding factor, coincidence factor, diversity factor, load factor, maximum demand, estimation loads, preparation load data, individual loads, lightning, small appliance loads, electrical power load, system load, demand load factors, gather the demand factors, gather the load factor, the load growth, emergency loads, area loads, general loads, coincident factor, relationship selection, electrical power consumption, influence factors, individual loads, groups of loads, area of load, group, load growth, system load, the emergency loads, expansion, activity loads, general loads, coincidence, load factor, load growth, and expansion. Alright, Section 3, Electrical Power Sources, the policy, economic factors, electrical power source, primary, standby, emergency, uninterruptible, no-break, electrical power, acceptable electrical power source, primary, standby, emergency, uninterruptible, no-break, electrical power, purchase, electrical power requirements, adequacy, reliability, rates, primary service right-of-way, primary substation, voltage, economics, uninterpretable power system requirements, criteria for power load categories, definition, redundancy, cold standby, redundant UPS system, parallel redundant UPS system, or uninterpretable power systems, electrical services and bypass connectors, electrical service sizes, maintenance bypass provisions, uninterpretable power sources, distribution system, critical load protection, critical motor loads, emergency electrical power sources, requirements, automatic operation, parallel starting, manual maintenance, consideration, service configuration of the small loads, battery charging, restrictions, electromagnetic interference, suppression, uninterruptible power system, battery, remote alarms, uninterruptible power systems, battery room requirements, installation consideration, National Electric Code, OSHA, and American National Society Institute requirements, emergency light requirements, telephone requirements, environmental control. Section 5, Installation Distribution System, Overhead Method, General Limitations, Underground Method, Application Expansibility. Section 6, Level of Distribution Voltage, Critical Coverage System, Voltage, Power Generated Site, Power Purchase, and Energy, 2400 volts, 4160 volt system, 6900 volt system, 12,000 to 13,800 volt system, 15,000 34,500 volt system. Section 7, Grounding of the Distribution System, General Requirements Method, Solid Grounding, Resistance Grounding, Reactance Grounding. Section 8, Selection of the Distribution System. Selection factor, system availability, conventional, simple radial distribution system, power, simple radial distribution system, modified modern, simple radial distribution system, load, primary radial distribution type, secondary radial distribution system, primary selective radial distribution system, secondary selective radial distribution system, simple network system, network protector limitation, secondary loop, simple spot network distribution system, primary selective network distribution system, primary selective spot network distribution systems, theoretical relationships between the load factor, the coincidence factor of the U.S. Navy shore establishment, typical non-redundant configuration. Sorry, I don't do the figures, but we have some tables and references, bibliography and reference. We'll cut the tape and we'll start out with Chapter 1.